Welcome back to Temporal Directive, the Star Trek fan podcast, rewatching the entire franchise in chronological order. I'm Gary.
And I'm Tom.
And this week, we're watching Star Trek Enterprise's The Forgotten. Star Trek, the ultimate franchise. These are the podcasts of the Wakefield brothers. Their 16-year mission to watch every production, to seek out life lessons and new inspirations, to boldly watch like most fans have watched before. Hello, Thomas.
Howdy, howdy.
How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
How's your week been?
Pretty good. Slowish.
Yeah.
Like a couple of days have been slow, which is a different pace
Okay,
than what it has
okay.
been. Because we've been quite busy at work, as I'm sure I've mentioned
You've
multiple times.
Mentioned it a lot.
But we've had a few slow days, which is good.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's exciting.
Yeah, I've been enjoying it. And
Nice.
we've the Bernie store,
Mhm.
which is sort of like the boss of my store. His wife owns the Bernie store. So
Right.
they sort of co-own the two in a way
Yeah.
because of that. But the Bernie store's roof has collapsed.
Oh, is that what's going on?
Yeah, so that one is not open at the moment.
I did see the big, like, hazard tape and staff members standing at the door stopping people going in the other day when I was...
Yep.
Because my office is just a couple of doors down from that
Exactly.
store.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and that's what's happened. The roof has totally collapsed.
Wow.
Yeah. So what that means, though, is that the full-time staff that they usually have here in Burnie
Yep.
have been sent to our store because they're paying them still.
Got to get paid anyway.
Yeah, which means I have had so much extra staff on this week, which has made my week really, really good.
Nice.
Because I've
Nice.
actually had people to give stuff to work.
Nice.
It's been great.
Excellent.
We-
What was my week like? I don't think I did much this week. I think I delivered some training. Like I delivered some LGBTIAQ plus inclusivity training, like statistics and language and that sort of stuff to first year med students at the uni.
Yeah, right.
So that was good.
Yeah.
They had some interesting questions.
I would imagine that med
I was like,
students
most-
might have some interesting ones.
Most times when I deliver this training, you know, the questions are pretty standard
Yeah.
and whatever, but these students were thorough.
Yeah. Yes.
They wanted to understand all of the data when I was talking about statistics and where they come from and what does that classification mean exactly, and
Yeah.
like I was like, I don't know, man.
I just got the numbers.
I just read the thing.
I'm not the guy that collected it. I just give you the numbers.
So yeah. Anyway, so they grilled me, and
Nice.
but that was good. That was good that they cared that much to ask a lot of questions and got in. Yeah, really got into it and engaged with what we were talking about. So
Excellent.
yeah, it was good. There was a big group. I usually only do like 12 people at a time, but it was like 25 of them. So
Yeah, okay.
yeah. So anyway, we got through it.
Nice.
It was good. And then Winston's been sick again. He got his annual vaccination a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And in the spot where he got the needle, there was a big lump.
Oh, okay.
So we took him back to the vet, of course. And
Yeah.
they said it was like a abscess. So obviously some bacteria or something had probably
Got
gotten
in.
in at the injection site, and so that created an infection and abscess and whatever.
Yeah.
So
Poor little guy.
he's been on anti-inflammatories for the last few days, and he's still on antibiotics for another few days yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's had a bad run.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a problem child. Like
He had that
Oscar
abscess
was.
behind his eye a few months ago.
Yeah.
He's had a couple of ear infections since then too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yep. Dogs.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I love them, but they cost you a fortune.
Well,
Some of them do. Some of them do.
Winston's been more susceptible than our other dog,
Yeah.
Marshall, I don't think has ever been sick, to be honest. I don't think he's ever had anything wrong with him.
It seems to go that way. Like
But,
it was
yeah.
the same with my two, because I had Oscar, who was always like, he had the ear problems, and he had multiple surgeries and different things happening over the years. But Phoebe, nothing.
Yeah.
She hasn't had a single issue up until right now.
Right now.
Right now.
When you
where
don't have any money.
That's it. Right now, when I have no money, she's like, here, spend $3,000 on my teeth. Thanks, Phoebes.
Yeah. We've been saving because they both needed a dental, like a checkup and maybe some work. We don't know yet. Yeah. But we've been talking about getting it done, and we've been trying to save the money, and then he just keeps getting sick. Yeah. So every time we start to get money put aside to do the big job, something else comes up and we have to use it to do the little jobs. So anyway, we'll get there eventually.
It's frustrating, isn't it?
Dogs, man. I mean, they're totally worth it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Wouldn't change a thing.
No,
but
not at all.
But yeah, God, they're expensive. In not really Star Trek news, but now is Starfleet Academy has wrapped up production on season 2. Strange New Worlds wrapped a while ago.
Oh yeah, it's the last season of that too.
There is no Star Trek in production or greenlit at the moment.
Not good enough.
Nothing.
Someone needs to fix that.
This is the first time in over a decade that there has been no movement on anything in Star Trek world.
How is that allowed?
Yeah. Yep. Pretty rough. There's been some talk of a new film, but nothing announced or anything as yet. So yeah, nothing in active production or development that we know of.
That should not be happening. That's not possible. Someone has made a mistake.
You better write to Mr. Paramount.
Somebody needs to fix this.
Dear Mr. Paramount. And in Australia, we've got 2 conventions coming up this year that they've announced some guests for. So they're both Supernova ones. Well, there's 4, but the 2 rounds.
Yeah.
And Jess Bush from Strange New Worlds is going to be in, I think, Melbourne and Adelaide.
Yeah.
Or Brisbane. I can't remember.
I think it's Brisbane. Anyway.
But yeah, so she's going to be at a couple of conventions, and then later on in the year in June, we've got Simon Pegg and Christopher Lloyd, both coming to Australia for a Supernova in Sydney and Perth.
Yeah.
So if someone wants to give us some money so we can go and we can tell you all about it, that'd be great, because I don't think we're going to be able to afford to go.
Either of us have the money for that kind of thing.
No.
But it would be nice.
It would be very nice. And yeah, it would be fun, but yeah,
I don't think either of us have ever actually been to a convention.
I have been to a convention.
Have you?
I have been to a Supernova convention in Adelaide just at the end of last year.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It was part of it because you went for the work trip plus that.
Correct.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I have been to a convention, but I didn't really go for anything in particular. I was just happened to be in the city, so I was like, oh, I'm going to go to this thing. So I didn't go to any of the Q&As or the talks or anything because there was no one there I really wanted to listen to. So I got in line to get an autograph with Nolan North, who plays Nathan Drake in the Uncharted video game series and a bunch of other things. But I got in line to get an autograph of him for Adam for his birthday, and I paid the extra so that I could get a selfie with him as well. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I walked around all the shops and stuff and watched, like, there was some people in cosplay and all that sort of stuff. So it was a fun environment, and, you know, but I didn't really get the full convention experience because I didn't go to a talk or a Q&A.
Yeah, didn't do the whole.
Like that, so.
Yeah.
But it was still great. It was still fun.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd go again. If I had the money, I'd go to both of these. But
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, especially ones with like 3 Star Trek people.
Well, Christopher Lloyd.
Well, I mean, Christopher Lloyd's Back to the Future. I mean, you know,
and Star Trek.
I know, that's what I mean. And Star Trek. Like, it's a 2-hitter. Like, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I love Back to the Future.
Back to the
Future's,
Future is
you know,
like the best.
Yeah.
All of them. Yeah. I love them.
All right, let's get into this week's episode before we waffle on too long. We're here for
talk
a
about
point.
an episode, aren't we?
Yeah. This week's episode is called The Forgotten, written by Chris Black and David A. Goodman, directed by LeVar Burton.
Nice.
Mr. LaForge. Air date was April 28th, 2004.
IMDb synopsis reads: as the crew continues to repair the ship and mourn the dead, Archer works to create trust and form a partnership with members of the Xindi Council. Okay.
Nice.
Interesting.
Oh,
We'll see where that goes. The ship is obviously still very, very damaged.
yeah.
But
they have a warp coil now.
they have a warp coil because Archer's an asshole.
Yeah. Because he's a...
And T'Pol will be going through withdrawals, I assume. Before we watch it, though, little trivia fact. This episode was the 700th Star Trek production.
Right.
Yeah, of all the shows, including movies, whatever. This is the 700th production.
Jesus.
And we're doing one production a week. Which is why we're going to be here 15 or 16 years.
Yes. Holy crap.
we have a long way to go. Getting from there to here.
No, it's what my brain did, and I had to bypass it to get to my sentence.
Let's go watch it. And we're back from watching The Forgotten. Tom, what did you think?
I've forgotten it all.
Well, that's fair, actually. After a couple of pretty good episodes, that's as good.
Yeah, no, not as good at all. It was a filler episode, it felt like.
It felt like a filler episode.
It did, didn't it? Like,
Yep.
Not really anything happened.
Nope.
At all. A little bit of talking and...
Which was just more of the same.
Yeah.
Like Degra and Archer talking about proof and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just more of the same.
Yeah, it gave nothing to us
Nope.
as an audience.
Except Trip's emotional
Turmoil.
recovery,
thing.
acceptance,
I don't know.
whatever that was.
I'm assuming it led to the acceptance.
Yeah, right. So we got
of
him
his
through a
sister's
few-
loss.
Yeah,
not
that's
of
right.
The crew member's loss, of his
Yeah.
sister's loss.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you move through a few stages of grief.
Yes.
And yeah.
But that was pretty much it. Really.
Yeah.
Nothing else really.
No.
I mean, there was a slight bit of conversation, and Degra, who we already knew was pretty much on their side anyway, is now a little bit more on their side, and that's it.
And they took action against the reptilians at the end.
Yeah,
Right? So
that's it.
like, yeah, it was almost nothing
Yeah.
because the only thing that happened was Degra was like, you know what? I do believe you, and
Let's
I
take it to the
will-
council
yeah, and I'll fight for that
for you, yeah.
because I believe that we're in jeopardy too.
Because I'm going to do all this.
Which is
for
what
my
I've just
people.
been saying for the last telling him for the last 3 episodes.
Yeah.
So, and literally nothing else happened.
Nope.
Except random explosions and
Fire thing.
that they just
and-
kept putting out just to give people something to do in between the
Yeah.
talking and the Trip having his emotional meltdown, breakdown, whatever.
Yeah.
Everything else was just filler.
Just mostly filler.
Like a lot of filler.
Yeah.
That whole outdoor sequence on the hull with the
yeah.
plasma fire and all that sort of shit. That there was no point to that. None of that.
No.
What did that serve?
Nothing.
Except to get Trip angry so that he could have an outburst at Degra.
Yeah. But I mean, it wasn't even really that.
But he could have done that anyway
Yeah.
because he did.
Because he wasn't really going to, it wasn't really the fire that did it, was it? It was
No, that's
everything
right.
else.
It could have been anything.
Could have been, it could have stubbed his toe. It would have
But
been
he-
just as effective.
And he did it before anyway. He
Yeah.
already had a go at him.
Yeah.
Before and after.
Yeah. So it
So
made no difference.
Made no difference whatsoever.
No. And there was no,
Except to show that the Enterprise is in peril. It's barely keeping together.
yeah, which we
But
already
we
felt
knew,
for the last
'cause-
episodes and stuff anyway.
Exactly.
So it added nothing really. It was annoying.
Yep.
We had a couple of good episodes, and it seems to be like that with Enterprise. So
Yeah.
you get an episode that's good, and then you watch the next one, and you're like, oh my God.
Well, look, we're getting closer to the end
And I don't like Trip
of this
as-
season.
Trip. Like I don't care enough about Trip. I don't care enough about anyone really in this show. It's really bad. It's bad. But I don't care enough about him to care about. Like, I don't know him,
his grief
enough, and his sister enough to care about the grief he's going through. Like, I just don't. I don't feel it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it hasn't been built. He hasn't been built up as a character personally. So when he experiences a loss to someone we didn't even know he had a sister really until she was dead, to then all of a sudden a sister we didn't know is not there anymore. I mean, why are we caring as an audience to it? Like, I just
well,
I'm
you're
not.
supposed to care about him.
Yeah, I know, but they haven't done that.
Haven't they?
Well, not really. Well, I don't think they have. Not to me, anyway.
I feel like they've done just as much with him as they would have with anyone else at this point in any other series.
You reckon?
Like, if this was, I don't know. I mean, they focus on less characters in this show. This is very much about Archer, Trip, and T'Pol.
Yeah.
Whereas if Riker had something like this happen in the end of season 3, you probably would have felt something.
Yeah.
And Riker would have had less. Well, he probably would have had the same or less airtime and storytelling.
Yeah. Then what is it about Trip that I just don't like it?
I don't know. Maybe you just don't relate to that character very well.
Yeah.
Because he's not a very relatable character.
He's
but
not.
They have given him the time.
Yeah.
They have given him the growth. He has changed a bit from the start.
Yeah, he has.
And like those three characters, Archer, Trip, and T'Pol, have all been solid. And I think those three,
as a whole, those
the
three
rest
are
of the
best.
cast,
you
totally
couldn't get
erasable.
They could be sucked out of the airlock. You wouldn't even miss them.
No.
The show could go on and you wouldn't know
correct,
any different.
But I think those three
Those
characters
three are a bit more
definitely have
anchored.
had the work done.
Yeah. I don't know. I just didn't care for his emotional. I just didn't care. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was just. I don't know. I just don't like it. Didn't like it.
Fair. I mean, you're allowed to not like things.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that I particularly enjoyed this episode because it was useless. It was for me. It was just boring. It was just, it was It was just a nothing. It was just a nothing episode. Like, this could have been the last 10 minutes. They could have added 5 or 10 minutes to the last episode and been done with this.
Yeah.
The Trip stuff could have been done differently or not at all because it didn't really
add anything.
It didn't make me feel any more like what's the word? It didn't make me feel any more gravity for the situation that they're in, or that the impact that the weapon or the risk. It didn't add any of that. So the emotional thing was really just to tell, just
His
for
story.
Trip to have something to do.
Yeah.
And I don't really think it was necessary.
No.
Like,
Let's see.
this episode was really just skippable.
Yeah.
It was just skippable.
Absolutely.
It's,
Like that, the emotional depth they were trying to grasp there just didn't come through.
and maybe that's a performance issue.
Mm.
Maybe that's the actor. This didn't sell it enough, or maybe it's a writing issue that it just felt too forced and contrived.
Yeah.
It
would have been nicer if it had been done over like maybe a couple episodes, seeing him. I don't know. I just don't know what it was. It just wasn't good.
Yeah.
Don't know. Anyway, let's get into it and go over a few things as we go. If we have to. I mean, it's dead air.
I don't even know that it's worth talking through. Like, it's literally nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I know.
there
We've
was
done it
no
before because there's just nothing.
Story. There was
to
nothing
progress.
to tell. Like, there was no character growth in any of the characters. The only story growth was that Degra took a stand against the reptilians and shot one of their things down so that Archer could go to the council.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
It
it's
could have
literally
been-
the only thing.
It could have been the open of the next week's episode.
Yeah.
We could have got the important parts of this episode, then the opening credits, and then next week's episode.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, it was nothing. I don't think that there's anything worth talking through.
No, because there's no scenes in this that relate to anything.
I will say that what they did to try to make the ship look like it was falling apart and feel like it was falling apart was good. Like, you got a sense that that it could fall apart at any second.
Yeah,
because every time they just got comfortable or they sat down for a minute, something else would explode. Or
true, and they were so cramped in a lot of their scenes too. Like, with bits of the ship like fallen, and like they were literally leaning over stuff. And like, yeah, they did make that feel like a problem.
There was a one-line cameo from Seth MacFarlane.
Oh yeah,
He said, "I ran a pressure test."
Yeah,
and I'm just going through my notes.
Is that the only Seth MacFarlane?
I think he's in a couple of episodes, but that might be his only line. I'm not sure.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think we pretty much talked about all the stuff. They told, at the end, Degra told Archer to take Enterprise through a subspace corridor that was inside a nebula and said that there's a hostile species known to prey on ships that approach it inside the nebula. So I assume that'll be next week's episode.
Well, yeah, because there's no point telling us about a hostile alien species if we're not going to see them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's
kind of like mind the sword.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I think that I just don't think we should bother talking through every scene because there's nothing to talk about.
No.
Like, there's literally nothing to talk about.
No. And
sorry, folks.
Yeah. I mean, watch it if you really need to.
Don't.
I wouldn't even bother.
Watch last week's, skip to next week's.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, Enterprise. You're really hit and miss.
It's so like that, isn't it? Like, sometimes it really surprises me and I go, that was really good and I enjoyed that. And Captain Archer actually does good. And that even surprises me more.
I think he's fine. I think he was fine in this. It's just
Scott Bakula has actually improved quite a lot. Like, there's my opinion of Scott Bakula since the first season to now. Like, my opinion of Scott Bakula was not high when we started.
I remember.
Yeah. But my opinion of him has actually increased.
Okay. Well,
so
there's something.
That's something. Yeah, I can
something
see
good for what's going to come out of this podcast.
Yeah, well, I can see why he has a career. I couldn't in the first place.
Well, sorry, LeVar Burton. I don't think it's a directing issue.
No.
I think it's more of a writing issue. And for the 700th production of a Star Trek anything, it was pretty lame. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why it wasn't like written all over the start of the episode or celebrated that this was the 700th.
All right. Is there a life lesson in this one, Tom?
Deal with your grief. Don't let it sit. Actually deal with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk IMDb ratings. Our examples of 1 episodes are Enterprise Extinction and Next Gen's Code of Honor. Examples of 10 episodes are Next Gen's Tapestry and Deep Space Nine's Far Beyond the Stars. What should we rate this week's?
2. There's nothing in this episode. It's not worth watching.
Okay. Yep. We've had a few 2s. And yeah, I'd say they're about on par. So yeah. I'm happy with the 2. Okay. Well, short and sweet this week.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it happens, especially with Enterprise.
And yeah, I'm sure there'll be some episodes that will go extra long, I reckon, when we get into the other series. But yep, with Enterprise, it's the challenge. Anyway, you can find us on Facebook at Temporal Directive Podcast and on Instagram, just Temporal Directive, or you could email us at wakefield_productions@outlook.com. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this episode or anything Trek related, so please feel free to get in touch. We'll be back with some special episodes on Starfleet Academy before we're back for next week's Enterprise episode, which is E squared.
Mm.
No idea.
Yeah.
Live long and prosper.
Peace and long life.